Hello, my name is Mike Gauthier, and welcome to this new channel that we are creating, the Liturgical Guitarists channel. And the point of these videos is to help people who play in church and who lead assemblies in church with their guitar to give to improve their skills and to support what they're trying to do liturgically. Okay, so this is just the beginning of all of that. We thought we would do we would start with how to lead and accompany a responsorial psalm. And what we've chosen here is the psalm that I was lucky enough to get published through the Canadian Conference of Catholic Bishops, although they haven't quite published it yet. It's coming out. This is Psalm 95. Lord, oh, that today you would listen to the voice of the Lord, do not harden your heart. Okay, so we're going to talk about some voicing and first of all, how to introduce the piece as a guitarist. Several ways we can do that. Probably the easiest and the simplest and the most effective way is just to play the melody of the piece. So the next segment is to do it kind of fingerstyle with a little bit of harmony. And the danger here is to make sure that your melody is coming out, because the most important thing is the melody. So if all the other stuff around it is kind of interfering and the melody's not coming out, drop that and go right to the melody only. I think the melody came out reasonably well there and people would hear that. Having said that, even though I can do that, I usually opt for... That's what I would opt for because I want to make sure that people hear the melody. But then, the first time that the cantor sang it, I would accompany the cantor with the melody underneath as well. So melodies coming everywhere. If you're not kind of a fingerstyle person, fear not, because you can kind of do this with a pick. So the technique, of course, of all of this is to keep the melody and the high strings. That's one of the reasons I have the capo on, because when I play the first chord, the first note in the melody is actually F sharp, which becomes this open string. The next chord is an A chord with a C sharp bass, and it's easy to play that this way, and I've got the A here. The B minor is here. The F sharp minor. When you'll see these chords come up, you can bring up the PDF and you'll see what I'm talking about. But I want to do it now with a straight pick. Okay, just a straight pick. These are all extraordinarily useful ways of putting melody with your chords and playing in a much more meaningful way at church. Give the cantor the first note of the melody and where the melody goes. Okay, the reason we do psalms in this way, there are many beautiful psalms written out there that are what are called through composed. They go, the melody changes all the time, every verse is slightly different, and they're very, very beautiful, wonderful psalms, but the church doesn't really support that idea so much at this particular time, as much as this idea of plain song, or almost like Gregorian chant for the verses. And this is because we want to keep it simple, and we don't want to have to memorize or learn a whole new song, a whole new version of things every week. We just want to keep it very, very simple. That was the beauty of Gregorian chant, actually. It was very, very simple lines. And we can do a lot of words with one note. So now we're going to do the whole thing. And Greg, who is taking all these wonderful pictures, is Greg D'Souza. He is going to sing the refrain with me. Liturgically, the best thing that could happen for this psalm is for the music to come out of silence. So there should be silence after the first reading. Don't be too much afraid to get up and do this. So that we just get a little bit of silence. Oh, that today you would listen to the voice of the Lord. Do not harden your heart. Oh, that today you would listen to the voice of the Lord. Do not harden your heart. Oh, come, let us sing to the Lord. Let us make a joyful noise to the rock of our salvation. Let us come into his presence with thanksgiving. Let us make a joyful noise to him with songs of praise. Oh, that today you would listen to the voice of the Lord. Do not harden